It's Sunday, I've got a new shirt, and it's time for an update. The shirt was a thoughtful gift from my brother, details the weekly updates and the budget garden, and he's watched my videos and he wanted to contribute, and thank you, Chris. Looking up, yeah, it's the same tree. I haven't gotten to doing any more trimming because the garbage can's almost full and most of the overflows are full, but we have another little issue that cropped up this week, and so maybe you can see I've been doing some work over here, and maybe you can see this, what remains of an outline here. Ultimately, I may have mentioned before, the plan from the city was to replace the transformer, which is in the sidewalk down there, and they came out this week and they put a note on the door saying we're turning off the power because we're going to change out your transformer. And we've been looking at the transformers and they are ugly. Let me show you. Actually, there's a temporary down here on the other side of the street, and I'll tell you the rest of the story here. But basically, they put the temporary, and so they can keep the power on. They have to turn it off for a couple hours, but they put a temporary in, and then they can pull the old transformer. Now imagine this hulking thing. I'll get you around the side so you can kind of see the size of it. But imagine that hulking thing sitting right in front of our wall there. It's going to stick up beyond the wall, and we're going to be looking out our living room window at the top of a transformer. That didn't really fly, but also, and okay, I almost had an opportunity to show you, but we have people that come up the street here. I don't want to put them on anybody on video really, but we have people that come flying up this street. It's supposed to be 25 mile per hour limit. Even, I've had arguments with people going, you're going too fast. They go, no, the speed limit's 25. I'm going 25. Folks, speed limit, not suggested speed. So if you're in a neighborhood where the street is a little bit narrow, there's a bunch of people parked on the side of the street, and it's narrow enough, you shouldn't be doing 25 even if it's a 25 mile an hour zone. You should be probably doing 15, 20. Not racing up the street. But they do that. They come whipping around this corner, and we raised the issue at the city while they were out here, so it was actually rather expeditious, that if they put one right here and somebody came flying up, they could smack into it. How many problems would that cause the city if somebody crashed into a transformer? So we suggested maybe put it on the other side of the driveway, and that's where we are now. They have agreed that it should go on the other side of the driveway, and I am working towards effectively clearing of this area, or making it simple so that it doesn't actually need water. I don't know if I'm going to put gravel in here at some point or what, but that, not yucca, agave. I always get that mixed up. The agave plant is, it came from over here. The bird of paradise was actually 3 of them clumped together, so I got a whole bunch of those. If you want to watch the midweek videos, you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing to get this all cleaned up and prepped for them, because ultimately, since we threw off their schedule, they're going to work on another one and come back here in about a week and a half. So that's where we are in the front yard. Let's get to the main event over in the side yard. And at the end of the last video, I did a time lapse. I may try to do that again this week. Let's see how that works out. But I mean, the lettuce is growing tall. I've been pulling one thing after another out of here. Now I've got one fruit I can't quite identify because it doesn't seem to match up with anything that I planted. And the problem is these stems are all so intertwined, I can't quite figure out which plant that's coming from. So the plant tags are kind of pointless. But there's another patty pan in there. I'm sure there are more up on the plant. Pulled a bunch of beans off the bean plants. You can see a couple of tufts of hair, indicating a couple of ears of corn over there. We got a couple more tufts up on this plant, at least. I've been pulling cucumber after cucumber, actually not so much out of this one, but out of that one. I just finished processing the video for when I built these cages, and that was about a month ago, so I'm about a month behind on the midweek updates, but stay tuned. You'll get more and more. I'm probably going to have enough to get me through the year. I'm trying to see if there's another cucumber back here that I'm somehow missing. Oh, I can see one growing back there. But then, as usual, this one, the pickling cucumber plant, is just going crazy. Here's another one here. I think there was another one back here somewhere. There's this one here, which is kind of malformed. There's another one growing right in there. Oh yeah, there's another one there. There's one growing down from above. I mean, so I did start actually pickling my cucumbers. It's a little hard to keep up with them, but if they can last for a week, week and a half in the refrigerator, this is a very simple recipe. If somebody's interested, let me know. I'll go over it. But yeah, lots to do. Lots going on, and lots of fruit coming off of these plants. This is just crazy. So I'm quite happy about all of this. I'll just tell you, just so I can wrap this up, in the backyard, the tomato plants are not doing perfect, but we did get a couple of aromas off of that plant. There's more to come on the Roma. The black grim, one of them's not doing so great, so I tried to rescue it today. We'll see if that works out. Everything else is just slowly growing there, and I think we're just going to have to wait another month before we get this kind of reaction. Oh, hey, look. It's a friend of mine. He keeps coming around. So maybe he's got his family. Maybe they've moved in here. You know what? Maybe we'll end the video on this guy. Thank you so much for watching. Everything's okay around here. Take care of yourself. Take care of the ones around you. And may your thumb be green. Perfectly on cue.